Man, it sure is beautiful out. Couldn't pick a better day. Would you believe this is the 4th time I've tried to shoot this video? Yeah, I had a little stroke of bad luck. Anyway, what we're doing today, it is going to be gear I'm using as of 2019. And we're going to compare it back to gear I used last year and the year before that, because I do a video at the first of the year showing what I'm actually using. We're going to break it down into 2 categories. First one is the always carry category. This is stuff I have with me at all times. And the alternate items that I use for special projects. And I'll kind of break down a little bit of the price and show you how the item is holding up in the process. Alright, for the first item we're going to start out with is the Contour H2O Pouch. I got it probably 6-7 years ago. It's one of the first piece of items I've got. It was $19 on Amazon, if I remember correctly, and it did not come with a shoulder strap. So what I did is I took one off a CD case, put it on there. I've had no problems with it ever since. One slight and I think that's because it gets wet on the inside quite a bit, is this bottom button has broken on the Molly webbing. I could probably fix it, but since I use a strap, not a big deal. It's got this little pouch right here, and I do put my cell phone in there, carry the cell phone, or other items if I'm going to break away for the day. Maybe a quick couple of carb snacks. This item right here, very important, and I've started carrying it year-round since I've almost got myself in a flash flood and some other bad situations. This is a little NOAA weather radio. Got it, and this one is the Midland. And it's got a setting here where you can turn it on and it listens for the warnings, or you can dump it down a little bit. River's still flooding. Okay, you can get the forecast and it scans all the channels, and then when a weather alert comes off, it will do this. You will hear a high-pitched sound that drives my dogs crazy. As you notice, I have it carabined onto the H2O pouch here. I don't want it coming off when I'm bushwhacking. I don't want to put it in my pack because I want it outside where I can actually hear it. So everything, you're going to notice throughout this video, a lot of my items that are on the outside of the pack do have carabiners on them. Alright, we're going to come around to the sides, and you've seen this before in my several videos about my light sources. We have here, oh, by the way, I got this one at Dick's Sporting Goods, and it was $19 on sale, and it's about 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. Alright, back to the light sources. We're going to have a bunch of light sources on here. These are just little LEDs, simple LED lights. This is a strip one. This one over here, same thing. And there's 4 of them on this one. And I think I've got one more in my pack. Actually, this is the one that Billy Joe gifted me. And yes, Billy Joe, it was the batteries. Thought I broke it a while back, but I didn't. Anyway, this one was a gift, like I said, but this one was from Walmart, $9, $9 and $9 from Battery Plus. Here's another carabiner on here, and I'll show you what this is for a little bit later. And of course, this American flag pouch, patch I found on a trail one day. On the inside, this is the one item. I wish I would have bought a lot more of these. It was on Walmart, at Walmart for sale, $9. I bought one, fell madly in love with it, and I regret not going out and buying the rest of them. But this is the Stanley Cantina. It does have on the sides marked milliliters and liters. The only problem I've had with this one, and it was my fault, I did over tighten it. Strip the threads out so it does leak. No worries. A little duct tape and life is good. And we're going to drink some water. Alright. Sounds like something fell off that hill. Alright, we're going to move on to the pack. Not 100% certain, but I think my dog is going to fall over. Okay, I don't want to go into much detail about this pack at the time. I just got it 3 months ago, grabbed it off of Amazon. At the time it was $40, only had 7 reviews, so it hasn't been out on the market too long. I've only racked up this one, I think 58, 59 trail miles, which is not enough to determine how well this pack is going to handle. So we're going to take our time before I give a review on it. I want to log in at least 200 trail miles so we can be absolutely sure if I like it or not. But quick overview, I think it's an Emergency Sky pack, 45 liter. It's got a pouch here, 2 divided pouches in the back with a pocket. We've got our side straps here and here to bring it in taut. And now this item over here on the side, I got these 2 pouches off of Amazon, and once again we'll talk about them later, but they were $15 for 2, and they attach to the MOLLE webbing on the outside. But they do match the pack quite nicely. So in this side right here, oh boy, my allergies are coming to get me. It's kind of the important side. We've got a good old fire starter. In fact, there's probably several fire starters in this pack. And then we've got a med kit that I've modified. Every time something happens out on the trail where I need an item or a friend of mine needs an item, we add some extras into it so we can get a nice, decent first aid kit built up. This one I just bought a cheap one at Walmart. It's like $10 or something like that, and just started adding to it. And I do believe I do have a video on my big med kit. If you want to check that out, I carry a lot of gear in that one. On the side here, a little bottle of Purell. Besides hand sanitizing, it is good at starting fires. I've had this one, oh God, a long time, probably 6-7 years. I just keep refilling it. I bought it for about $2 tax at Wally World. Down here at the bottom, this is where all the goodies are. I did add these 2 nylon straps on here, and it's holding my thermal rest. I love this thing. Even though it's old, tattered, torn, and burnt, I still use it. I even wore the silver off the backside of it. Yeah, that's how much I use the power thing. Now, a while back, I did buy a new one to replace it about 2 years ago. Got another thermal rest. Didn't like it. It wasn't comfortable. I don't know if they changed the design or what, but I went back to the old thermal rest. I bought this when I first started getting back into backpacking. Got it at Dick's Sporting Goods back in the day. Yeah, I know. Don't say it. Back in the day, $19 on sale. Now the second item up here that's attached to the pack, and if you noticed, the strap around the thermal rest goes to a carabiner, which attaches to the MOLLE webbing on the pack, which attaches to these extra straps I put on here because they didn't have nothing on this pack for the top to carry items on there, so I just added a couple more straps. Yes, I'm modifying this thing. Next item on the list is going to be the CRKT Halfachance machete. Oh my God, 5 years, maybe 4 years. I put this thing through hell and back, no problems at all. I swear by it, and I would recommend it. I bought this guy on sale at Walmart on a whim for $24 freaking. Used it once, went out, bought a whole bunch more of them, and then gifted it out to friends. That's how much I love it. Over here on this side, as you can see, once again, it is strapped to the pack with a carabiner. I don't want this thing going anywhere. Here, camera case, self-explanatory. I think a pterodactyl just flew overhead. Self-exploratory, self-explaining. It's my camera case. Okay, the bird threw me off, all right? I don't know what the heck that thing was, but it was huge. On the next side, we got another carabiner, as you can see. It attaches the camera case to the back, which is attached to the MOLLE webbing. On here, we just have a basic LED light. I got it free somewhere. the backpacker buddy that Buddy got me as a gift a while back. A temperature gauge with a makeshift compass, and works so. And of course a tick key, very freaking important to have a tick key with you, especially this time of year. Everybody knows the incident I had with a tick. Off in this side pocket, I got some off in here. Now the option item is, a lot of times I'll carry extra socks just in case. You just never know. And of course, Ziploc bag. And you'll notice throughout this video, you're going to see a lot of Ziploc bags and a lot of carabiners. Because if you look at the top of this pack, carabiner, carabiner, carabiner. They're all holding the zipper shut, just in case I'm bushwhacking, something grabs that zipper and unzips it. On this side, a little sneak peek of an item I'll be featuring a little bit later. My perimeter defense system. We'll talk about that in a later video. On the back of the pack, basic straps. This does come with a waist belt. I am not putting that much weight in it. Right now, as she sits, not including camera gear, but including food and agua, we're right around 26 pounds. If you add the camera gear to it, almost 30. Basic chest strap. Over here, we have another pouch. I got these on sale at Lowe's 5 years ago. I think they were $4 for two. I usually put on this one of my GPS's and this one my glasses or whatever else I need. Now it's time to get into the fun stuff. We are going to dig inside the pack and take a look at what we have. Now I guarantee there's going to be at least 4 items in here that nobody's going to approve of. But we'll talk about that when we get to it. Alright, so we got our first strap here that goes over the top. It holds items on there, and that's just 2 straps I got from Walmart. I think they were like $5 total with tax. Okay, down here at the bottom pouch, and it does zip all the way out. Oh, what the heck? I just got bombarded by a bee. Wonderful. That, and they do zip all the way open. This is going to be all my camera gear right here, and battery packs to charge up my cell, along with my GPS and all this. I'm still using Intense Energy. This is covered in what I use to charge up my electronics. That has not changed much. We do have lots of cables, extra phone battery, extra GPS battery, and extra camera battery, which we'll probably need here in a little bit. And oh, found something in there cool I'm going to play with later, but we'll get to that in a bit. And once again, yes, Ziploc bags. I'm going to set this aside because I'll use it. Got a very cheap pack cover that came with the pack. It is water resistant, absolutely by no means waterproof. More Ziplocs. 2 little straps to hang the pack up from a tree. And courtesy, we got some leaves in there. And of course, more carabiners. I get these at Walmart. 2 packs for like $2.25, $2.50, depending whatever. Sometimes they go on sale. A very cheap and crappy multi-tool. I found it. It's free. Once it breaks, yes, I'll switch over to a Leatherman, I'm pretty sure. Put all this back in there so we don't have stuff scattered all over the place. Let's see. Now let's move up to the next one. This is the most important pouch of the entire freaking pack. Why, you ask? This has items in there you might need to get to immediately. The poop kit. I'm using these big wet ones right here because I got them on sale for $1. Once they're all gone, I will switch back to the small wet ones. They're about $1.50, of course, Wally World. Lots of toilet paper. I just take a roll from home, roll those up in little bundles, and we got our toilet paper. This is going to be an alternate item. In fact, we'll just leave this out. This is part of the shovel, and I'll show you that in a minute. We've got a Ozark Trails, I think. Those damn Trails LED rechargeable flashlight. Charge port on the side. It was expensive. At the time I bought it at Walmart, it was $27, and I don't think they carry the little guy anymore, unfortunately, but I love the thing. One problem with it I found, it is 50 hertz instead of 60 hertz. Not a big deal for your eyes, real big deal when it comes to filming. Alright, we're going to pop these straps on the side. There's one on this side, one here on this side, and when we do that, our camera case will come free. Get that out of the way. I need to just help to keep the pack all cinched together. We're going to get into the first and front compartment here, hopefully, and my log is trying to disappear on me. As you can see, get ready. You ready? Folds all the way down. Awesome. We have a lot of freaking water. There's a reason I carry a lot of water. I carry more water than I need, because there's been many times, for some reason, along the trail, I run into somebody that did not bring enough freaking water with. I don't know why. Okay. Of course, we've got our gloves. These came from Marlboro. They were free. In here, we don't have my normal towel because I'm washing it at the time. We just got a regular dish towel. Open it up. Inside, we have can opener. Piece of crap. I need to buy a new one. You can get 5 of them for a couple bucks on Amazon. I wore that one completely out. This is a titanium long handle spoon. Awesome for Mountain House meals. REI, $9. This is a Light My Fire. Just dropped. Spork. Got it off of Amazon. At the time it was $7. I don't use it anymore, and I really don't know why I carry it, but I do. And of course, more Ziplocs, friends. And we're making a mess. And here is my entire cook kit. I mean, everything. We've got the Stanley Cup or cook set, which I highly recommend. Love this thing. Little heads up though, when you buy it, the tab on there, the original green tab, will burn off. Travis told me to put a key ring on there. It works great. And on the inside of this, I got at Walmart, $14, and they still have them for $14. That's been several years ago. This is a really cool stove, the D-Power. Got it off of Amazon. I think it was 10 bucks. This thing is freaking awesome. Unfortunately, they do not make the little guy anymore. I don't know why. Maybe something went wrong with it, but I like the fact we got this long fuel tube on it. And in the wintertime, you can flip your fuel cell upside down and you get more fuel out of it, because they don't like to work that much in the winter. Tin foil for windbreak, lighter. You're going to notice there's going to be a lot of freaking lighters in this pack. Here, just a regular fuel cell. This is a Jetboil. Got it at Academy. They're like $3. I love them. They don't last as long, but it does make my cook kit very small. In here, we're going to have 1 pack of cigarettes, 2 pack of cigarettes. For the most part, I have quit smoking. I still carry these. Why? Because this one I bought in Arkansas a couple years ago. This one I bought in Texas, is it? Yep, bought it in Texas. Kind of see a pattern here. Cheap bandana, Walmart, $3. Not a big deal. If you're wondering, yes, I still carry glow sticks. You never know when a pesky rave is going to break out. Alright, we're going to zip into the big compartment. There's quite a bit here. This is the one item that I get asked the most questions about, is my shelter system. This is something I found on the Kansas River when I was hiking with Jeremy and Stephanie about 3-4 years ago. This is actually a rain fly from a tent that we found at a homeless shelter we dismantled, and I liberated the rain fly because it was just too nice. I think it's maybe a 10 by 11, I don't know, but I trust this thing, and somehow it's become my main go-to shelter system. This is an alternate item. I don't always carry it with me, but I am today because when we get done, we're going to make a spot of dandelion tea from the stream water here. This is a GSI cup. Got it at Amazon at the time, 10 bucks. This is just a simple little lid I made for it back in the day. I have a video on that. It's just out of a soup can. I formed it. Alright, away you must go. More water. Cordage. There's going to be at least 150 foot of cordage here. Yeah, I know it's overkill, but I use it for a lot of projects. We have just a handful of tent stakes. Some of these I found on the trail. You can get them at Walmart now. They're 99 cents a tent stake. When I bought them, they were on sale for 3 or 4. I think it was for a couple bucks because they were trying to dump their inventory. Cordage, you can get it at Walmart, $9, 100 foot. This is the 550. And once again, we have more carabiners. The reason I got the carabiners in the cordage is I don't like to tie the cordage together. I tie little loops. Then we hook the cordage to the carabiner and then to another piece of cordage, and it holds perfectly. Of course, the carabiners are not meant to hold your body weight. Just a heads up on that. Alright, down here, second pouch. This does unzip. We got what's left of my compass. I need to get another one. Have no fear. I got it at Walmart for like $6, $7. I'll just buy another one there, no big deal. Bug net. This was gifted to me by Billy Joe. This goes over your face when the black flies are biting like a son of a sea biscuit. So that was free. More lighters. You cannot have enough lighters. One has duct tape on it, and the other one has, yep, they're both duct tape, heavy duty duct tape. Comes in handy for a lot of stuff, from fixing a hole in the tent to making a bandage. We have 4 of these emergency blankets. Why there's 4 in there, I have no freaking idea. Yep. Oh, well, there's only 3 now. Hot hand heaters, which will be coming out very soon, because obviously we won't need them in the summer. More cigarettes. This one here was from Tennessee, and I'm not sure what this one was from. I think it was from Kansas somewhere. I don't recognize the tax seal on it. Scooting right along, and we're going to have to get a little bit closer into the pack. Here, I'm carrying on the inside of my pack for good reason, because I keep breaking the pop rivets off of here. This is the cold steel Bushman. As you can see, she's had quite a bit of usage. Still love this blade, still go-to blade. Got it Amazon, $19, say damn near 6 years ago. I've had it that long. And I'm going to sew this on and see what happens. But later on down the road, I have a feeling I'm going to have to make a knife sheath for it. Not a big deal. Inside we have the Strikeforce. This was $21 when I bought it. I swear by this thing, and as you can tell, she's had a lot of freaking usage. It still works great, and we almost set my pack on fire. Wonderful! Okay, let's get this out of the way. These are my carb bar containers. You see, I carry 2 of them. Enough to last me at least 2 days on the trail, along with they've got drink mixes. They've got dandelion tea, which I'm going to have here in a little bit. We have protein bars. The reason I use these is a while back I put the carb bars in my pack, and I'll be darned if I wouldn't squish them, and it was pissing me off. So I got some of these drink carrier containers, put my carb bars in there, throw some duct tape on them as a latch, and they don't squish anymore, and I can actually eat my bar without it being all squished to heck. Down here in the bottom pocket, more fire starters. I think there's 4 in there, along with some steel wool, a good fire starting material. More Ziploc bags, very important. And one overlooked item, toothbrush. Yes, and there's toothpaste in there somewhere too. I think that's in my med kit. But there's nothing like being out on a trail and getting something stuck in your teeth. And it's some serious pain right there, friends. This, Frog Togs, $20. Bought it from Walmart, of course. This will save your butt. It doesn't weigh anything. I suggest carrying one in the pack because if it does get cold out at night, it does retain your body heat. This one's kind of torn and tattered. It did come with the pants, but I don't carry the pants with me. I just carry the rain jacket top, and probably one day I'll buy a better one. Alright, get the hell in there. Whew, better watch the language. Oh boy. Okay, now this section here goes to this little shovel. Jessica got this for me I think it was last Christmas as a gift. It was a survival tool. It came with a shovel, a saw, which the saw is crap. It doesn't work very well. I've tried it. The axe wasn't very good at all. I took it off, but she got it at her work on discount. With her discount, she got the whole kit for $5. It retailed for like 50 bucks. But I love the shovel. And this is, of course, another alternate item. If I'm going to do an overnight, this will not go with me because, well, it's just too heavy and I don't need to carry it, but it does come apart. And it is a lot lighter than you think and very handy for some of the projects I'm taking in. All right, let's get this guy out of the way. All right, this is the goodie section, the food section of the pack. I carry enough food in here to last at least 3 days with proper rationing, just in case I get lost in the woods. And yes, it does happen. But we've got just oatmeal. What is this one? Teriyaki chicken dinner casserole. Yes, they're Mountain Houses. The cheapest place you can buy these is you catch them at Dick's on sale every great once in a while. But keep an eye out at Walmart. Every once in a while they'll throw them on sale too. But if you were to buy them immediately, right out, just because you needed them right at that moment, I suggest going to their website. Self-explanatory. This one doesn't need heating. This is granolas with milk and berries. Don't spill it on you though, because it does make a freaking mess on your shirt. A couple of other items inside I want to show you. Condiments I liberate from fast food restaurants. More meals. There should be some chaga tea in here somewhere. Oh, there she is. Dandelion and chaga tea. Yes, I'm into the teas. Yep, there's some more chaga in there. And there's one more item at the bottom of this I'd like to show you real quick. More condiments. There's honey that I liberated. Salt, pepper, mustard, natural sugars. Everything I've borrowed from restaurants. And of course, more Ziploc bags. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's talk about uses of the pack. Actually, it has several of them. This is what I call my multiple use bag. Alright, it is set up for a day hike, a bug out bag, a get home bag, and it can easily be set up to do an overnight. All I have to do is change a couple items out. Now, one item that is missing that I carry with me is the optional item. That would be my buck saw. I made it a couple years ago. We're looking probably 5 years now. Yeah, I know. I used the heck out of it. You can get the blades at either Walmart or Home Depot or Lowe's. They're like $2 or $3 for a 2-pack, $1.50 for a 1-pack. And I use it quite a bit for my other projects. I can't think of any other items that are optional carry items. Now, the reason why this pack is set up the same weight all the time, or my multiple use bag, is because I like to get used to the weight I'm carrying. I don't want to go from a lightweight day pack to a heavy duty overnight pack. So that's why I try to keep the weight between 25 to 30 pounds. Of course, all I got to do is add my sleeping bag in there. And I think either, sometimes I just use the tarp nowadays. Okay, I think this wraps this up about the pack, or now we're going to start calling it my multiple use bag. There's one other item that is missing. So now it is quiz time. This is a very important item I carry with me. But I don't carry it in the late fall, winter, early spring. Now I want you to guess what that item is. Put it down in the comments. Comment. Woo, Lordy. Hang on, I'll be right back. Things just got a little weird. Put that in the comment section of what that item is that's missing in my pack. I'm sure you know what it is. And that pretty much covers it. If you have any questions about anything, please feel free to ask. Heads up, it does take me a while to get the comments due to my work situation. It's pretty out of control right now. And like always, friends, thanks for watching.